Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
I'm Mike.
And today, Mystery Mash Monday. Wow, you sounded depressed on today.
Yeah, well.
Because it's not so dark?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Mystery Mash Monday. I unleashed my wife on the many, many bottles we have on the other side of the room. And we got everything over there, all types. So she picks it. We try to guess type, proof, price, the whole gambit, whether we think it's finished or not. And ultimately, we'll give it a grade before we even know what it is. You'll see the thumbnails, and you're going to see the bottle once we actually reveal it. But I once again forgot my key, so I'm going to have to go over there and do it. Well, I'm ill-prepared.
We may need a break anyway.
Yeah. I'm not getting what you're thinking I'm getting. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad nose, but let's see what happens. This is the dog days of summer, so it is very hot up here because the microphone we have, although it makes pretty colors for you all, it really picks up the air conditioner, so we got to shut it off. So if you see someone getting a little grumpy over here on the other side,
that was
it gets hot up here.
Because I think right, I think this is carrying some proof. And I want to say we might have even went into the malted land. I thought at first we were in Irish land, but I don't know. I don't think we are.
Do we have them?
Have what?
That's interesting. I don't disagree with your assessment on that.
I wasn't trying to convince you. I'm just.
No, well,
I went to two.
You did. So I'm gonna have to see. What did we do a couple days ago? We did the unsubscriber sample. It was that one seemed more malty off the front, but this does have a little bit of the malt presence that came in.
I think it's not far off. It seems proofier though.
But I'm getting off the nose. I'm not getting any of that smell off the nose. I'm getting a nice caramel off the nose, which is weird. Like
towards the end of the last one, I was getting that, but
yeah,
that was way late. And unlike that one, we could refurbish if we need to. So I can keep trying, but this seems proofier. You know, this is 100. It's got to be 100.
Well, the last one was 99.
Okay, I'm gonna go 100.
That's interesting.
It's got the same sparkle.
It does, but it has more of a. It has almost like an oaky presence at the end, which is weird. It actually has more of the. It has a different flavor. That's going
not
through.
By a lot. That's why I was torn. Is it a malt or
well,
is it an Irish?
You said the last time you said you had.
It's got a sparkle. It may not be as sparkly as the last one though.
I don't think it's as hot as I don't think it's hot at all.
It's not. No, I didn't mean hot. It's just it seems to hold on, but I don't think it holds on as good as the
I think the last one had such a peppery feeling. I actually started getting a little jalapeno pepper at the end of it. I really, really liked, but it actually had like a pop rocky feeling. I'm not getting like that rye spice and that had zero rye in the last one. Don't get me wrong,
but
it
has that similar peppery flavor. And again, I guess is that the cinnamon?
It was a couple days ago too. This does have a nice. Man, this is bringing me to a Texas whiskey again. It really is. It's bringing me to. I know we have one more of them.
Or is it Irish?
That South Boston Irish we have over there. You think it's the collaboration? It could be. I'm leaning more that the final note brings me to that Balcones-esque flavor profile that they get, which brings me to that. I know I have a Garrison brother over there.
It is there and there.
It's bringing me there. Yeah,
I'm kind of, and I would agree. It's probably like at maybe 95, 94, 95 proof. I don't think it's up there.
No.
It is drinking soft now. Even after a couple sips, it's like kind of soft. So I'm going to lean towards 94, but
94 was going to be my number because of 4 up, 4 down. I would have been. I'm thinking it's around 90. I really do. So I would say 94 just to cover my tracks in case it's 96.
I don't think it's an 80.
No, it's drinking. It has a very good amount of flavor.
It does.
It has a decent viscosity. It doesn't have a huge finish though.
It doesn't stick around long.
No,
it doesn't.
No, it's not. When I say decent, it's not like some of them have been real long. It's not as long as that. It's kind of gives you the flavor and then it goes.
It's a quick pop rock.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Gone. Even the flavor doesn't stick on your tongue. It doesn't stick around. It's not like a syrup. It kind of just like here today, gone tomorrow on that. As far as like tasting that flavor over and over, you don't get that.
Yep. The only reason why I think it might be that Garrison Brothers or another Texas whiskey we have over there is because I get the flavor on the tail end when I swallow it, but on the nose, it smells like a traditional bourbon. You know what I mean? Like you're just getting them regular.
You do get a little malt though.
A little, but a minute amount compared to like some of the ones we've had.
I'm probably gonna have to stick with you on the malt this time. I don't think we went to Irish. Mm-mm. If we did, it's pretty tasty, but
I know I went crazy with a bunch of like American single malts or malted rye and stuff. I'm not getting that cooling sensation that would call me a malted rye. And if it is,
I definitely don't go rye on this one.
You know, but I say that, but then do you remember when we did one of you guys sent in the New Riff malted rye, and we weren't really getting the malt on it. We got more of the rye. But today I'm getting a malt, and I'm not getting a rye. So
it'll be the first time I'm wrong. So
no, it's just that's what makes it so tough. There's so many variations of whiskey out there right now.
Malted and bourbon,
or is it just a Texas whiskey? Like because the Garrison Brothers is literally just a Texas whiskey. You know what I mean? Like they have their malted, but they just have that flavor profile.
They do have that.
You know what I mean? So it's just like an American whiskey that just comes off with that dark molasses-esque taste.
All right, which way are you going? I'll go opposite.
All right.
I get a 50-50 chance of.
Mm-hmm.
You could be right.
I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna go with it. Oh, is this the low proof old line? It could be one of them too. We have so many good ones. We have so many good ones. That's a malted. I think that was a malted one.
So
I'll go. I'll just go with American whiskey in case it is the Garrison.
And I'm gonna go 90.
Oh no, I'm there. Yeah, I was gonna say 94 just because I like the 4 up, 4 down, but I do think this is drinking around a 90 proof.
And then I'm gonna go like 49.99.
I'm gonna go unfinished.
Yeah, it is definitely unfinished.
I do like this flavor profile. I haven't been a nut for this lately. I went crazy on the buying of it. I would say $49.99 would be an excellent one. I think anything $59.99 or below, or $69.99. I wouldn't be hurt if this was $6. I think this brings a ton of flavor, although it doesn't have the finish that a lot of the other ones did. So I agree.
It's not holding on like the other one.
I like it 49.
And I think the proof wise, that's why I stayed at $49.99.
I do like
one
that.
Of them. You know, and if it is old line, I would say we're probably in the ballpark, but.
Right, because of it's the lower proof. Their higher proof is way better if it is one of them.
It is.
Anyways, but
and if it's that, then this is drinking wicked smooth.
So what would you grade this?
I'm still not.
So now we just the Empire, and I was a B+ on that one. That brought way more flavor, taste, and viscosity than this one brings me. I'm just giving you my preference on this.
So I would be C+, B- on this.
So I'm more on a B- on this one myself because of the fact that one was so much better in flavor.
I was lower than you on the first one. So that's why I was in that same. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just.
This doesn't bring as much flavor and taste as the last one. That Empire one that we did 2 days ago was way better than this one.
We weren't heavy on the Empire either, but that's...
What do you mean?
The first time we did the Empire, it was okay.
Oh, no, I liked all three of them. We still have the Pipe Dream in there. I still got to break that out. But we haven't done with because they have cask strengths of all the other ones. That's going to turn it up in a whole nother notch or two. So, but this one this is very good. It just doesn't carry.
Nutty finish at the end.
Nutty now. All right. So what I'm going to have to do, because I'm a dope and I didn't grab the key, I'm going to pause it for a second. We're going to... well, you know what? I can reveal the bottle anyways because it's way over here. Let's see what we got. We're not even close. So let me get my notes, and we'll be back in a minute.
What's that, Starlight or something?
It's Starlight.
Holy Grace Hubert.
So we are back, and this was like an hour and a half to try to find these in the notes. This took forever. This
is taking so long.
We've had this for well over a year and a half anyways, so I had a hard time finding it in my notes. So this one right here, we'll get right into it. So this is the Starlight Straight Bourbon, Indiana Straight Bourbon Whiskey. We got it for $50.99. So this comes in at 92 proof. It is a 4-year bourbon. It's a family-owned distillery out of Bourbon, Indiana. So it started as a family farm back in 1940. In 1978, the Huberts started the winery in 2000. They received approval for the distillery. So it might be one of the few or one of the only distilleries that is a working farm, an orchard, a market, a tourist destination, a winery, a banquet hall, and a distillery. So that was what I have on this. This totally threw me for a loop. And it's been sitting in my glass for a long time now. This really does have a malty presence. I wish I had. I didn't actually look at the bottle because. Wait a minute.
Had mash bills.
So it has a 3 grain and a 4 grain. So it is 60% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley, and the 4 grain is 51% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley, and 9% wheat. And I'm going to tell you, that malted barley really shines through in this one.
It did.
So this is actually absolutely, I do really like this one a lot. And if you are a fan of like the newest single malts that are coming out, this really brings a lot of that.
It does have that flavor.
But this makes perfect sense because I kept saying on the nose, it's not really bringing me it's bringing me more of the bourbon-esque flavors. But this is a hitter. Like this is actually very good if you've never tried this. And again, it's $50.99, but for 4 years, it's a lower proof. But it got a lot of flavor. Now, it didn't have a huge viscosity and a big finish.
Time, yeah.
But it does bring a different taste.
It definitely brings a malt. And the bottle reader did give him all that information. He was still looking for it in his paperwork. So,
well, you did, but I kept saying, you're telling me this. I can't write it down when I don't know where the thing is. But it is, because I probably did the research with this one before I had the bottle. I'm actually really digging this one. This is actually very good. We have a new one. We have a new one of these
and with the double 3 grain, 4 grain, it's pretty flavorful.
There's a bountiful flavor. And the fact that, again, a lot of you guys, I know some of you guys, if it isn't 100 proof, you don't want anything to do with it. There's still a handful of you guys that watch that. This for a so it's 92 proof. It carries a ton of flavor for 92 proof. The difference is it's not bourbon-esque flavors. I really get a lot of that malty flavor.
It's definitely more malt land. I mean, we called that out in the beginning. And I'm sticking to it because the more I keep trying it, it doesn't bring me into a whole bourbon land. It's more into that malt.
But curiosity factor, how do you like this compared to the bread ones we've done?
I like this better, actually.
Oh, I was curious how you felt. I'm in between some of the bread ones. If it's not all bread and they throw a little caramel in there, I like them. I'm really digging this one. This really brings me into single malt.
But I think I would prefer this. Like, I'd rather sip on this than some of the New York ones.
Right. No, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I think I almost agree with you. The red Star I didn't mind, but I remember that Selby one just being bread on bread on bread. It was like just a fresh bread.
It wouldn't be a sipper for the night because it would get old. I'd have to change myself. Even this kind of can be a little sweet, and I don't know if I'd be sipping on this all night either. It's a different profile, but not in a bad way.
I actually really like this one. I think that malt really shines through.
It does.
It really carries this. Which brought me to a Texas whiskey out of Indiana. How do you beat it? You know what I mean? Like that's the one thing. And I'm really glad we tried this one because we actually got another one coming in that has a different wood. And I kept saying, well, I should have did the original one so I can have a baseline to see what it actually tasted like before.
Carries a heavy malt in this.
This really does. So if you are someone that's a malt person, whether you like the Irish, or you like the Scotch, or single malts, or whatever it is, I definitely would say give this one a try because it brings that.
Huh? It's priced
decently. Oh no, I don't think it's outrageous at all. But
No, it's
I
not
know
easy
I
to
know a
break the
couple
bank,
of the ladies that watch that are from Canada. They're like, oh, they like their single malts and stuff like that. This really brings on. I'll be curious. Leave a comment down below, please, if you have tried this. And do you get that same? Because there's a decent, like, first sip, I was like, ooh, I might be in Scotchland. Like, it kind of, you know what I mean? That's what it
I was
actually
in
brought me
Irish.
to. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I was tweening between the two, but it's it does carry that but then there's more bourbon notes, so which brings you back to the malt.
That was the part that kept giving me
But
tricky.
getting into bourbon.
Yeah. Again.
So
Hey, this is a crazy ride. It really is. It is a bourbon that tastes like a single malt.
It's pretty,
100%. That's what it is.
It's pretty close because we just did one. I think yesterday. I think
2 days ago. Yeah,
whatever it may be. And
Yep. That was more malty.
It was, but this
Yep.
was not far off.
No, this brought us
So,
in that direction.
It
100%.
definitely did.
Yep.
So
So
not in a bad way.
No.
It's
I just
decent.
splashed my eye. Did you see that? I hope that come on camera. I'll see if I can zoom in on that one. That was the perfect boop right in the eyeball. But well, there you go. This is I've been wanting to do this one. So again, she picked the winner on this one. So this is the Starlight Distillery's Cult T. Hubert's signature Indiana Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So please leave a comment down below if you have tried this one, because if you are one of the, like, I have started loving all the single malts we've been doing it. So if you are someone who does like that malty flavor, this is right up your alley. It's not, and again, all you guys around the country, leave a comment down below if you can get these, because it's out of Indiana and they're readily available in Mass, which not everything is lately. So I'll be curious to see. But that being said, thanks for watching. This is Mystery Mash Monday. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
And lucky for you, it's only been 20 minutes because this has been like a 55 1-hour video.